1079 CDY, it's Cadillac Unscripted. On a Saturday morning, I'm Rich Spicer. Katy Huckle is with me. And we got a sneak peek at some nice spring weather here a few days ago. Things have changed recently.
They have.
But we're trending in the right direction,
We
right?
are. And you want to know what everybody's thinking about, Rich. I'll tell you what everybody's
Based on who we have sitting here, I think I have an idea.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody is thinking about getting out on the golf course. That's what I'm telling you. Everybody has cabin fever. They've had enough of COVID. And they also want to start attending weddings and dinner parties. And so our two guests today are the perfect duo for what everybody wants. We've got Don Smith. He is the head golf pro at the Eldorado, which is a gorgeous golf course here in Cadillac. And we have Panayota Proffitt. And people affectionately call her Yoda, as in the wise one. You remember this guy? Okay, like Jedi? Yeah. Yoda, Panayota Proffitt, and she manages the Cadillac Grill, and she cracks the whip, I tell you. She gets it handled.
Yoda sees me once a week. Yeah. As a part of our radio group goes in and has dinner once a week at the Eldorado. So.
Well, sometimes you'll see her back there cooking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she did. There isn't anything. She doesn't ever say that's not my job.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the ideal employee right there.
Oh my gosh, yes. I think Bob would back that up too. So, Don, let's start with you. Are you getting lots of calls?
Yeah, it's fun to have that phone ringing again, and the conversations are fun. This time of year, everybody's so excited to get out golfing, and they might think that, they're a bother or anything like that, and it couldn't be further from the truth, just to I kind of rambled on there. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I get it. Is everybody in a good mood?
Yeah. That's it's golf. What more do you want? We've been waiting all winter long, cooped up, and what better way to get out and enjoy the spring weather and the golf course. I tell you what, it's in the best shape. We got the best crew out there.
It really looks beautiful. I did a little drive-by sneak peek today.
And we haven't got that warm rain. When that warm rain comes, it greens up overnight, and that's when it really gets fun. You get that smell of the fresh cut grass.
And it gets so bright.
Yes, yep.
So, and I know you'll be diplomatic in how you answer this, but now think about all of these husbands and wives who've been working from home. They eat every meal together. They work together out of the house. You know that those guys are excited to have a little escape. Is that true?
Yeah, they are. We got a lot of fun groups planned, and our location is so good for that. We get groups of guys that are on their way to Boyne. They're on their way to Treetops. They're on their way to Arcadia, and to come to our place and to get the same conditions they're going to get at the top-notch places here in northern Michigan, and to get the same conditions, the same service, and it's fun for us to be that stop for them on the way up or the way back, or even as a destination now here, Cadillac. Hey, forget those other places. Come to Cadillac. We got everything you need here, from golf and the restaurant upstairs. We get the groups up there afterwards. It just is a perfect fit, with the restaurant and the golf course to what we got going there.
Don, it sure is, and it's a crown jewel. I mean, I know when I'm talking to people that are coming to see me at the bank, I'll say you're going to drive by a gorgeous restaurant and golf course. It is a beautiful space, and we're just so grateful for the investment that the Cadillac Grill and the Eldorado specifically have made in Cadillac. I mean, that could have gone anywhere. So,
right.
Yeah, it's a big deal, Yoda.
We're celebrating our 25th year this year.
Oh, my goodness,
25th
no kidding.
season this year, yep.
Oh, my gosh.
So we've got some fun events planned throughout the season, some spring scrambles, Eldorado Classic later on the summer and the fall as well, and we're going to do like a customer appreciation type weekend, April 17th and 18th.
Oh, I'm coming
that weekend. So
absolutely,
we'll have some good deals and free golf clinics both days at 1:00 that weekend.
You know what I hear about you consistently, and that's from folks in town and out of town, is that it's a good value. It's a good buy.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, that is, I stress on that, because a lot of people, are there cheaper golf courses you can play? Yeah, there are. But I tell you what, to get what you get at Eldorado, brand new cart, USB port. Okay, the kids are right there meeting you in the parking lot, getting you loaded up.
And those kids look sharp. I don't know what you're doing, what you're feeding those kids.
I got a great staff.
Their hair is cut. They're wearing colored shirts.
Yeah, I got
You
a
know,
great
I mean,
staff.
they step right up to help you with your clubs. I've watched this. I'm not a golfer,
Thanks.
but I've watched that, and it's not easy to get teenagers to perform, Don.
Right. No, you nailed it. Yeah, it is. And you know, it's that great team environment we have. You know, everybody's in it together. They buy into what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we're going to go about doing it, and we all got each other's backs, and it just makes my life so easy. Yeah.
Wow.
So thankful.
Well, I wear another hat as I brought Celebrate Women, which is a ladies' luncheon, to Cadillac 25 years ago. And I took the idea from a small community just outside of Minneapolis, and it went nuts here. I mean, Yoda knows because she's the quarterback on this at the restaurant. That event is also on this year with a bunch of ladies. So thank you so much, Yoda, for hosting us. We missed last year, Rich. And it's a huge fundraiser, one of the largest fundraisers for Oasis, the domestic violence shelter.
Still a June event?
It's going to be. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go for it. So let's go over to Yoda here. How long have you been with the Cadillac Grill?
May will be 20 years.
No kidding?
20 years.
That can't even be. Are we that old?
Went by, no, not at all.
No,
We
she
were-
was just 4 years old when she started.
Oh, I see. Well, what does that make me? Oh, no, don't say it on the air, Rich. Don't. Do you love your job?
Love it.
Do you?
Love it.
Do you
Absolutely.
love a bunch of people working for you? A bunch of teenagers working for you?
Yeah, we've got a good mix of people, and everyone works hard and comes together and works together as a team. So that's important. You know?
I was out at a business luncheon and had a new sandwich on the menu. Tell us about the menu and how you're tweaking it and improving it.
Yeah, so we've changed our menu 4 times a year, and we're using microgreens. Those are a new in thing that's popular with people.
Well, Rich, get on board with it. I didn't know about the microgreens.
Can you explain microgreens?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Oh, goody.
Our chef grows them himself.
What?
And
Awesome.
he makes this dish, the seafood spinach stuffed salmon, topped with the cucumber dill sauce and microgreens, and those are like sunflowers, peas, and salad greens mixed together. He just grows that and tops it on there.
Seafood, spinach, stuffed salmon.
Say that 5 times.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have to train your wait staff to say that without stumbling over it?
Seafood spinach stuffed salmon.
Yeah.
There you go. Wow, that's awesome. I have noticed more fish on the menu. Are you trying to get everybody healthy, Yoda?
We sure are.
Okay.
Everybody wants to get fit and healthy for the summertime.
It's true.
So-
Everyone wants to look good in their golf outfit, Rich. See, that's the thing. You got to look the part. You know what I mean?
I get it.
You're
Yeah.
with me? Okay. Tell us about how are you handling weddings? I mean, this is a big wedding venue for Cadillac. It's wildly
Yes.
popular with brides. How are you handling it?
We got a couple weddings booked. We've pushed them back. Well, the brides have selected to push their dates back to October, hoping that guest count can go up because nobody wants to just have.
And what is capacity
Right now, it's 100.
Okay. And who gets to talk to the brides? Because they've got to just be beside them.
Myself, I talk to all the brides.
Of course she does. Listen, she could be a psychologist. I worked with this woman. She can handle any type of person. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yep,
absolutely.
absolutely.
The future. I mean, if where would you like to take the restaurant?
Well, we'd like to bring in more weddings and events. We are open
Parties.
year round. Yes, parties.
Okay.
We are open year round, 7 days a week. So I'd like to see it a little bit busier, and we've got good employees now, so that's nice to have. So everyone's trained up.
When you onboard, I mean, how much more staff do you need in the summertime, Yoda?
So quite a bit more. We end up hiring, usually in the wintertime and fall, we can go down to about a staff of 8, you would say. Yeah. In the summertime, we got to go triple that number.
Is that
And then when
right?
events kick in.
Right?
We
Because
have
you got to
people that
keep your
work.
service where
Right.
it needs to be.
Yep.
Are those people hard to find?
They sure are.
Yeah.
So when we get them, we hold on to them.
That's right. Treat them right, and they hang around and make some good money. And
Yeah.
Is it true, Yoda? I know Chef Herman and I have had this talk about waiting tables. I think it should be a rule that every single person has to, at one point in their life, wait tables. Because I promise you'll be nicer to wait staff if you've done it. What do you think?
That would be nice, yes.
So when you do get a difficult customer, which I'm sure you never have those, but do they come and get you?
They do, absolutely.
And what do? You bring out a fire extinguisher?
Yep, we do. And we treat them like a guest in my own home and handle the situation. So
Oh, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. The other thing I think that, I have a friend that's a germ freak. And that's one of the only restaurants that she'll go to. Because, number one, she says, I can see the cook. Okay, and number 2, it's always clean, spotless.
Right. Absolutely.
Who runs that?
I do. My team and I, we are constantly cleaning and we're constantly sanitizing, and we're proud of that. Our restaurant's beautiful and we want to keep it clean and keep it looking nice.
So tell us about your cook. Is your cook a farmer or a gardener? Or?
He's not. Nope.
Okay.
He worked over at Hillsdale College for a little while and the Rockwell Lodge, Lake Lodge in Luther. And
He was a chef there?
he was a chef there and helped
time.
train. And yeah.
Oh, nice. So we got to go try this. What is it? Spinach, seafood, stuffed salmon?
Yep.
Good job.
Okay, I want to hear you say it.
I think I would have reversed one of those 2 words. Seafood, spinach, stuffed salmon.
Whoa. Now we have to go there for dinner just to have it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. John, I have a question for you. You know, sometimes chefs, they say when they go home, they open up a can of SpaghettiOs because they have about had it with cooking. How does Don feel about golfing, you personally?
Right, that's a great question, because this business will take it out of guys. I've seen it sap the fun out of the game for them. And no, I tell you what, if that ever happens to me, I'm out. But no, I don't see that happening.
Really?
I think
you still love the game.
It is. If I've got a tee time and I'm playing golf, that night before I'm just like I was as a 15-year-old kid. No, I mean, what am I wearing? Okay, my clothes are laid out. Okay, where's my golf bag? Okay, am I ready? I mean, and really to play good golf, you need to be in a good frame of mind. And if it's not fun, I mean, no, it's got to be fun. And I live for it. And I don't get to do it as much as I'd like. Once summer gets here, it's tough to break away. But that's what's fun, having a great staff, to where, guess what, Don? Grab your clubs, go play with those guys that are up on the tee because your staff's got it handled. And there's nothing they can't do. So I'm trying to get to that point, where
delegating.
Yeah, where's Don? Well, shoot, he's out golfing, man. His staff's so good, and he's just golfing all day. No, I'm just kidding. But, no, I do love the game, and I try to get everybody to feel the same way about it as that. To where I think you talk about growing the game. Why? Let's make it fun for people. It's got to be fun. Because it's a hard game. It's a hard game. We all know that.
You're not kidding.
And if you want to beat yourself up over the bad shots, yeah, it's going to be a long day where, look around. Breathe the fresh air. Look at the friends you're out with. And the beautiful. So, yeah, there's just so much to love about it. And I don't see that ever changing for me. Thanks for asking.
Don, do you think the game is growing in the era of COVID?
Yeah.
Because it's the ultimate social distancing.
It is.
Especially if you can't hit the fairway.
That's you and me, Rich.
Right.
I know I can't hit the fairway.
But you're finding that it is growing.
Big time it is. And we're fortunate here in northern Michigan. We don't have the big city. But no, in the big cities, guess what? You can't get a tee time in the big cities on the weekends hardly. As a matter of fact, last weekend, the phone was ringing off the hook from Grand Rapids because it was warm and sunny. Guess what? You weren't golfing in Grand Rapids anywhere last weekend. They're all booked. So they were driving up here. So, yeah, I mean, it's... And yeah, you see it drive around town. Every day feels like a weekend once summer gets here anymore.
It's a lifelong sport too. You can golf into your 80s and 90s.
Yes, that's what I love about it too. Yep, so many of my good friends over the years are, up in that age. That's the thing that keeps them going. That's the reason they get up every morning.
That's something to see their buddies and get out on the course.
Yep.
Cutest story, as you know, I hang out with a bunch of golfers, even though I'm terrible. I'm not even let you see me golf. It's that embarrassing, okay? I've got great clubs and great outfits. That's what I'm going to say about that. But true story, at Christmas, one of my friends opens up and he gets a check from his dad for Christmas. So about 5, and you don't show everybody the check. No, okay. When we all get money, we just kind of tuck it back in the card and thank you for the gift. Well, his father looks at him and says, "You're going to buy new clubs? You're going to buy new clubs?" He was so excited with this chunk of money that he wanted to tell him what he was going to do with it, which was buy new clubs. And guess what? He's buying new clubs. Nice. So it was just so cute to have a 75-year-old man acting like that little boy in the Christmas movie with the, you know what I mean, about golf. Again, about golf. So the course itself, who's the greenskeeper? How do you keep it looking so good?
Well, thanks for asking that too, because Mark Cockrum is our greenskeeper, and we've got an outstanding grounds crew. I've worked at different golf courses, and and working on the grounds crew at a golf course, it's a tough. It's hard work for one, and
Like labor, like
right, hard,
okay.
yeah, it can be, yes, for sure, and people don't realize what all goes into it, and you need a team that works together, and that's hard to do with the type of people you get in the different backgrounds coming together, and to have those guys gel like they have, and to take the care and the course and the pride in everything they do, and it rubs off on us, and when Bob designed that facility, he's got the maintenance facility is underneath, connected to the pro shop, to where most maintenance facilities are out back behind the golf course. Where he put them together, and I think is a way to kind of, to bring
Gel everybody.
that family that's upstairs in the restaurant downstairs. It's the maintenance crew. We're truly one big happy family, and it seems to take care of a lot of problems. They're non-existent because we're a family. It never gets to that point.
It's true, and everybody's always smiling.
Thanks. Yeah.
That's why I love going to business lunches there. You
know.
can have your privacy,
Yeah.
but I took a Traverse City banker there for lunch, and actually he paid, so I guess he took me. But he was like, "Wow, friendly waitress, knew the specials." Got us out drinks. We were on a time schedule. But then once the notebooks came out and the calculators and the math, and then gave us some distance and really could read the situation well. And that comes from training. That comes from training. All right. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back with more questions for Don and Yoda, two of our favorite people, because it's about good food and good golf, Rich.
Yep, and it is Cadillac Unscripted, sponsored by Independent Bank. Back in a moment on 107.9 CDY. 107.9 CDY, back for our second segment of Cadillac Unscripted, talking golf and great dining with our friends from the Eldorado today,
Yes,
Katie.
Don Smith and Panayota Proffitt are with us. And Yoda, let's talk about Easter. Easter is one of those meals. Everybody goes to church on Easter. And Rich, in case you didn't know, for people who only go on Christmas and Easter, they're called cheesters. Okay? They're cheesters. That's what they're called. Anyway.
Yes.
And everybody wants to go to brunch in their spring dresses after Easter, and the moms don't want to cook because maybe the moms were helping Peter Cottontail with Easter baskets the night before and this type of thing.
Right.
So let's talk about it. Yoda, what are you guys rolling out for Easter?
All right, our chef has got a wonderful plated meal.
Ooh.
We're not going to do a brunch buffet this year, just we're doing something differently. Yeah. But everyone's going to start out with a mimosa.
Okay, I'm in.
Yep.
Pick me.
Start you with mimosas and end you with dessert.
Okay.
Yeah.
What comes after the mimosa?
So they've got a selection of meals. Our chef's got a quiche made up that he's going to make up. And then you just choose from 7 different items what you'd like to have, and he'll put the plate together for you. And
Okay, and it's a fixed price.
it is.
How much?
Yep. $23.
Okay, really? And that
Yeah.
includes the mimosa?
It does, yeah.
Oh gosh, I that sounds so much better than a ham and the baking everything, and
Yeah.
I might have to make a reservation.
Yeah. Let us do all the hard work for you.
That's right. Yeah, take an order to go even, I think.
Sounds wonderful.
Doesn't it?
Mhm.
Quiche, yum. Everybody's thinking about eggs in the spring. I mean, they just taste better anyway. Back to golf, Don. What is your capacity out there? I mean, you're telling me you've got all these people calling for tee times. How do you manage that, and how many people can you have on the course at one time?
Boy, that's the beauty of golf in the age of this pandemic, is there's really not much restrictions, as far as just how many, people we can get out there. It's just we've got 8-9 minute intervals, tee time, so
Okay.
it's not
They
really an
roll out
issue.
every 8 or 9
foursomes,
minutes.
Yeah, so your social distance, golf is naturally just social distance. Yeah.
Now, okay, so when it's time for the next foursome to go, who tells them? The cart boy goes and tells them?
Yeah, we'll have a starter up there during the busy stretches, but for the most part, we'll from the pro shop, we kind of can manage the tee from the pro shop, and
Okay.
yeah, it's really not an issue.
And to our listeners that aren't golfers, because I've heard some chitter chatter about this, and I'm always wildly entertained with this, Rich. It's speed of play matters to people. See, so how do you handle the naughty people that
Right.
horse around out there?
Right.
And they hold up other folks
Right.
sometimes? Okay,
Yeah.
because you have to be the principal, don't
It's
you?
a delicate balance. We've got, we try to, at least my personal, I find works best is to put them at ease. When they see you pulling up in a red golf cart, they know by the time you get there, I mean, usually you hope that there's at least one person in the group that kind of gets it,
Okay.
like realizes, hey, you guys, we're slow. We need to pick it up, and I guess you
Oh,
just.
is the red golf cart like
Well,
woo,
it's-
like the
well,
Coco?
no, not really. It's
Okay.
it's just our way of letting them know we're customer assistants. It's not so much we're there to throw you up against the golf cart and run
He's
you
such
down.
a diplomat. I
No,
think Don
yeah.
should run for
No,
office.
well,
He's here for customer assistance. What's he trying to say, Rich?
Well, I do have a question though. So, is the slow play because the players are meticulous, or it's just a social occasion and everybody's chatting?
Golf's hard, golf's hard. It's
Yeah.
usually, it's quite often. Usually, it's nothing. They're not slow. Maybe the group behind them is fast. Maybe the group behind them is a twosome. And if I got a full golf course of foursomes where this twosome needs to understand that, maybe playing golf on the weekend at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're better off with a foursome. But no, it's just a matter of, to put them at ease. I'm not there to yell at them to speed it up. Very rarely will I have to do anything about it other than just, explain to them, hey, I got a lot of golfers coming behind you. We're busy. Right. Anything you can do to keep up with that group ahead of you would be greatly appreciated. Or
I could take that from Don. I would listen.
Because I am not an avid golfer, but I am an avid golf watcher.
Oh.
So it's very interesting sometimes when you watch a PGA Tour event on the weekend,
Yeah.
and you have a player who is legendary for being a slow player, paired up with a player who is well known for being fast.
Oh.
And that happened last weekend
dear.
at the golf tournament when a fella by the name of Matt Jones, who gets behind the ball and he swings it, was paired with another guy by the name of J.B. Holmes, who is
impressed, that.
who is very, very meticulous. That's probably the most diplomatic way to put it. So yeah.
What does that mean? He's got to look, and he's got to step, and he's got to measure, and he's thinking.
And they'll get behind the ball, and they'll waggle the club, and they'll do all kinds of things. And, and then there are some players who just step behind the ball and swing the club.
Is
and
it
it's
a little
fascinating.
theatric, all that carrying on with it?
I don't think so. I think there's so much money involved that they are preparing to hit the best shot they can.
Okay.
Don't you think, Don?
That's a good way. Yeah, I think that was actually J.B. Holmes. That's the way he put it in the press conference afterwards. That, hey, we're playing for $1 million+ out here. But it makes it tough for the guys that watch that and think that that's how they need to play the game sometimes. Where, I can see.
Well, Don, I have a question because you know how society's gotten so casual. I mean, you go to the airport and there's people walking around in their pajama pants and stuff.
That's a little too casual, yeah.
It is. And one of the things I noticed is golfers tend to tuck their shirts in, and they tend to have clean socks on, and they tend to keep their bags nice, and their carts nice, and their shirts are colored. Let's talk about it. Is it a gentleman's sport?
Boy, that's it started out that way, and now more so. I think there was a guy who won a few weeks back wearing a hooded sweatshirt, and that actually caught a lot of buzz online. Where this guy's wearing a hooded sweatshirt,
It like a PGA thing.
Yeah. But hey, we, like I said, I would talk about making golf fun and inclusive. We want to include everybody, But historically, like you said, golfers are like that. Just because I'd say more so. Boy, you have to kind of be on top of stuff. I mean, if you're not on top of your daily life, guess what? Golf is not going to be. It's not going to get much easier for you once you get to the tee box. You need to kind of have things in order. To be able to. And golf's similar like that in a way. I find it, for me, anyways. Personally.
What club you're going to use?
Yeah,
and what
right.
time
Yeah,
you're
your thought
gonna
has to go into things. And if you're not putting thought into other areas of your life, it's hard to make that switch when it comes to play golf.
I think it's also the most honest and most courteous game.
I
Would
do
you agree
too.
with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only sport where the golfers they call the penalties on themselves, and you wouldn't see that in other sports. But yeah, it's just the way it's what's right,
Avoid stepping on another playing competitor's line with their cleats.
It's classy.
It's very classy.
It's classy. So our mutual friend Don Shephers, and Don owned the Shephers Agency in McBain for years and years. He and his wife Kathy, and beautiful home in McBain, wonderful people. Don was the mayor, so I go to dinner there the other night, and I walk in, and now Don is no longer young. Okay, is that fair to say? And he's like a little boy. He goes, "You want to see something? You want to see something? You want to see?" It was his new golf bag.
I knew that's where you're going with that. I knew that's where you're
I
going.
thought it was going to be a puppy or a kitten, and everyone was like, "Woo!" And I thought, these boys love their golf.
Yeah.
The new putters, the new drivers, the new clubs, and you sell all that stuff too, don't you?
Yeah.
So do people come to you and say, "Don, you've seen me hit. What would you advise?" Do they do that?
Yeah, somewhat. Nowadays, there's so much technology out there to help you find what's best for, everybody's different with the game, be it, swing speeds and yeah, so everything, we're there to help you find what's best for you. And like I said, if you've never been out here, like I said, I'd say take advantage of that Customer Appreciation Weekend, April 17th and 18th, free golf lessons, 1 o'clock.
Are you the
Saturday.
teacher?
Myself and Ryan Sturdivant. He's our other golf pro we have on staff. But
Are you patient?
yes.
Okay,
yes.
Rich, are you getting this?
Well, you have to be.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, certainly.
Yoda,
If you've ever seen Charles Barkley swing a golf club,
the man is a monster. He's
well,
so big.
he is, but is the most herky jerky golf swing you'll ever see in your life.
Oh, really?
I mean, well, the golf club comes back and it goes up high and then it comes down and then it stops and then he swings. It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
Will he admit this?
Oh, I think it's part of his deal.
A lot of these other athletes. I mean, you don't hear about golfers playing basketball. You hear about basketball and football players playing golf, don't you? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So Yoda, what's your favorite thing on the menu?
I really like the Eldorado burrits. It's a turkey sandwich with our in-house made cranberry sauce. It's toasted. It's light. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm. You have stuffing with it, or what do you serve with it?
They do not. They just serve it with a side of fries.
Oh, their fries are so good. Rich, do you have the fries when you go?
I have the fries. The last 3 weeks I've gone, I've done the all-you-can-eat fish.
Yes, you have.
I like your honesty.
And the Cadillac mac and cheese is...
That's to die for.
We're in a zone that
fantastic.
Katie doesn't really go in.
Yeah.
And so, I'm going to go for it. I'm not
Okay.
going to have steamed broccoli next time.
Okay.
Okay? I'm
Yeah.
going to have the fries.
You just eat whatever you want.
Okay, I'm going to go for it.
That's been my motto for 50 years.
What's Ashley's favorite thing on the menu?
The Cadillac mac and cheese with some barbecue pork.
Oh, do you put it right on top?
They can, yep.
Okay. Now, are you listening? She's talking about hybrid things that you can do.
See now I am a separate guy, okay?
Oh.
If I have a plate with 4 things on it, one thing is here, one thing is there, north, south, east, west, everything is separate. I will not put it together.
Okay, wait a minute.
I had a cousin once upon a time who used to mix her corn in with her mashed potatoes. Okay. I know that's popular. I think it's disgusting.
What about these people that take the gravy pitcher and then pour the gravy all over every single thing on their Thanksgiving dinner?
No.
Does that put you right over the edge?
No.
No, you're not going to go with
No,
it.
no, I've got to...
The gravy goes right in the little potato.
I got to take my spoon and fork and leave the table.
What does
No, I'm
Julie say
joking.
about this little quirk?
She's fine with it. We digress.
We both love food, so then we end up kind of dwelling on that a little bit. But your dessert tray is yummy. What's your favorite thing on your dessert tray?
Our peach cobbler is delicious.
Okay.
Yep. A lot of our desserts are made in-house. Mm-hmm. And the peach cobbler is nice, fresh, a little bit of vanilla ice cream.
Oh.
Comes served warm on the peach cobbler. And
warm it up a little.
Yep.
So I want you to tell everybody the story about the lady in the soup. Or the boy in the soup for his mom. I mean, it is the best story. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell everybody what happened.
So we have one of our beloved guests comes in a couple times a week, but we were shut down due to COVID.
Yes.
And her son lived in Detroit, and for Mother's Day last year, we were shut down, obviously. Yes. But he came in and wanted to buy his mom some French onion soup for Mother's Day.
Right.
So got out of work, working third shift, drove all the way up here, got in contact with Don. Don reached out to me, and we made her French onion soup, and he went to her doorstep there and
in Detroit with
super
soup
happy.
from the Cadillac, from the Cadillac Grill, the Eldorado, and then you put it on the menu. Didn't you?
We did, and we named our French onion soup after our lovely Joanne.
Oh, do you love that story? What kind of a kid? How nice of a boy, and how nice of Don and Yoda to accommodate this mom on Mother's Day. That's a heartwarming one right there.
That's wonderful news.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us this morning, and we can tell that you love what you do. Don't you?
We do, absolutely.
They're both grinning from ear to ear. Don's itching to get back on the golf course, and we're right there. So, all right. Well, we can't wait to see you at Customer Appreciation Day. We can't wait to take some free golf lessons. And just thank you so much to Don Smith and Panayota Proffitt from the Eldorado and the Cadillac Grill.
Join us next week. More local chat, same time, same station. Cadillac Unscripted, sponsored by Independent Bank. And it's only on 107.9 CDY.